earlier this year, in conjunction with SRO, with WIMNA, there was a creation of what was called the Inspire Award. It was given away at the SRO Awards banquet after the Indy 8-hour race here in Indianapolis. Your inaugural SRO Inspire Award winner was Samantha Tan. As Samantha makes her way up here, not only is she a driver within SRO, she is a team owner of ST Racing. She is a BMW ambassador, and she was recently named just this week Forbes 30 under 30. And a very fun and impressive follow on social media. I really don't understand when you sleep, because you were on the road all the time. I want to go back to the beginning of this journey for you, Samantha. We've heard so much, just the panel that just finished on their path of becoming a CEO. What was your path of becoming a racing driver?
Yeah, Amanda, it started when I was a little bit young with my dad. He was a big car enthusiast, racing fan, so he would take me to a lot of track days and car events when I was young. But it wasn't until I was old enough to reach the pedals that he started enrolling me in these performance driving schools, and I had the opportunity to sit in my very first race car at the end of the program and go out with a professional driver. And I just had the biggest smile on my face for that entire experience. And as soon as I got out of the car, I thought, oh, maybe I want to be a race car driver too. So at the age of 16, I was in NASA for my first few races in a 91 Honda Civic, before doing a few years in touring car in Pirelli World Challenge, and then GT4, where I won 6 championship titles in 2021 alone, and then stepped up to GT3 in 2022 and competed in my first full championship in GT World Challenge this year. Lost the championship by just 1 point here due to a mechanical failure, sadly, but was the only woman in the GT3 field this year, so it was still a very great achievement.
What was on the back end of some of that performance this season, Samantha, that you were able to put yourself in a position to lose that championship by only 1 point? As someone that has been given the privilege of watching your evolution as a driver over my tenure with SRO, you're no longer a female racing driver. You are a racing driver that is earning your keep in this paddock. How do you carry that as now a prominent figure within the sport?
It's a very big title to uphold, and I think a lot of women can probably relate to this, but we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and especially as a woman in motorsport, we almost have this extra pressure to always maintain like flawless performance because our presence in the field is so limited. But it's definitely been one of my biggest goals to be the role model I never had and to be the representation I needed when I first started in the industry. So.
There's one more thing that I'll ask you, because I'm sure there are drivers in this room that look at your accolades and look at your resume, and there's no, you can't duplicate seat time, right? So what do you recommend for them on and off the track to keep that positivity and not be so hard on themselves?
Oh man, that's a tough question. I mean, it's something I definitely still struggle with myself. I don't know if you remember Coda, like after we won both races that weekend, but I was really struggling mentally, and it's really about turning the negativity and the hate into motivation and really using that as fuel. I remember I had somebody comment on my social media that weekend, what a disadvantage it must be to both be a woman and Asian. And I think one of the greatest pleasures in life is doing something people say you can't, and I went out there and proved it all on the track.
Haters, watch. Samantha Tan, everyone. What an incredible story, and congratulations, and thank you for being such a great representation.
Thank you.